To start with, is being effeminate wrong? Over 4,500 men kill themselves in Great Britain, making suicide the single biggest killer of British males under the age of 45. According to a study conducted by Campaign Against Living Miserably in 2014. Regarding this, one of the factors that influence this problem is toxic masculinity. The aforementioned toxic trait is evidently present in every part of the world since then, making it a disease for the society everyone lives in. In this case, breaking gender norms and stereotypes are important steps to address this issue. Accordingly, people should begin normalizing men showing effeminacy and start believing that men can be feminine too, which breaks the gender norms people are confined to today. The acronym V, E, and F will help to easily distinguish the arguments that will be presented. First, V, which is for vulnerability. Vulnerability is often associated with femininity, not necessarily with masculinity. Undeniably, the trait of toxic masculinity formulated this thought together with gender norms for the society to believe in. According to a set of studies conducted by Jennifer Miller and her fellow researchers in 2015, when male leaders ask for help, they are perceived as less competent, capable, and confident. In addition, when men show traits of vulnerability, such as disclosing a weakness at work, they are viewed to have lower status. In fact, the society taught men to always show strength in all aspects, may it be in school, work, or in their homes. Men are socialized to behave this way, which is a problematic issue that people need to address. Moreover, this issue can lead to several problems, such as less development in thinking and improvement as a person, as said by David Mayer in 2018. Therefore, educating people regarding this matter can pave way for men to start being comfortable and displaying traits of vulnerability for their betterment as a being. Second is E, which is for emotionality. Based on a survey from Campaign Against Living Miserably or CALM in 2014, 50% of males said they had previously suffered from depression. However, men tend to keep it to themselves and prefer not to talk to anyone about it. In addition, the male participants' reasons are confined in a thought of they did not want to burden people and they are worried of what others will think once they speak up. Evidently, men are socialized to be persons who can endure hardships without complaining. For example, men are taught by the society that crying is a sign of weakness, which is a toxic thought to begin with. For this reason, their minds are restricted to that thought and were not able to express their emotions. Regarding this, it can lead to more complicated problems like suicide, as said by Dr. Judith Welford and her fellow researchers in 2014. Indeed, it is now time to let men display their feelings without being judged and telling them to abide to gender norms. As a result, positivity will surely emerge in the society with people liberating the minds of most men today. Lastly is F, which is for feminism. Feminism is evident in a sizable percentage of American men, as said by David Mayer in 2018. However, a research study conducted by Catherine Holland and Company in 2016 shows that these feminist men are more likely to be the victims of sexual harassment. In addition,
Research shows that being perceived as too feminine can be linked to harassment in male-dominated jobs, as said by David Mayer in 2018.
These circumstances are often seen in the television as a form of entertainment, but it is happening in the real life.
As a serious issue,
Effeminate men face today,
therefore, people should be welcoming enough
rather than being derogatory for men not being man enough.
to prevent different kinds of abuse.
According to a study by Zuger in 1984,
It can be concluded that all male homosexuality begins with early effeminate behavior.
at this time, people tend to think being homosexual is immoral based on different traditions and norms.
Which leads to them being discriminatory against homosexual people. The society every person lives in today perceive
Being effeminate for men,
as wrong because it is against the gender norms.
also, most people lean to the thought that effeminacy is not normal and needs to be rejected as a trait for men.
As a result of these, effeminate men tend to confine
Themselves to the thought of being seen as unusual for the society
they live in, that can result to different.
problems like complications in their mental health.
Hence, normalizing effeminacy in men, straight men usually, should be practiced in the society for the betterment of every person's state of being.
Lastly, effeminacy should be normalized because nothing is wrong with it. What is unjust is how people
Tend to perceive things just because the society they grew up told them to be, even if it is wrong.
accordingly, it is good to ask why it is an unwanted behavior for men.
To exhibit effeminate traits. Also,
What are people afraid of when men show feminine qualities? Is it the possibility of being homosexual that is clearly against their societal standards?
it is not those effeminate men's debt of gratitude to people if they will be accepted and normalized.
Simply, it is their right to express themselves
Without being judged.
and letting their mental health to suffer. Hence, people should not settle with different
Toxic thoughts and start normalizing what is normal in the first place.